Hi, and welcome to Moonlight Rally. Today we're going to be talking about what you have to get ready to sign up for your first event. So firstly, all events in the UK are managed by Motorsports UK, and they require all competitors to have a license. Now, usually you need different licenses for different levels of the sport. However, you're just starting, so it's super easy for yourself. You need to get an RS Club 1 license, which is totally free. And if you're British, you can sign up on the website fairly easily, and you get an email quite quickly with the details of your license, and in a few days after you will get one in the mail. So that's your license sorted. Now you actually need to find a club to join. Everything is run by clubs at the grassroots level, and they're the ones seeking authorizations for the events and manage the events locally. So how do you find a club? Well, we're specifically here looking at kind of road rally events at the clubman level, maybe auto tests, things like that. So because this series is about road rallies, we'll go there. The lowest level of road rally events are called 12-car road rallies or 12-car navigation rally road rallies. They're all a maximum of 12 cars, and they don't require too much organization from the club's point of view, and are just a bit simpler to organize because they're not that involved. So you need to find a club. And where do you find a club? So you can look at the Motorsports UK website to find your regional motorsports group, and they will have on their websites all the constituent clubs. And what you want to do is find a club that is running the kind of events that you would like to join. So as I said, if you're looking for 12-car road rallies, then some clubs might be better than others. Some clubs might be focusing a bit higher level events, and others are more focused on grassroots. Some clubs are more focused on the what they call test based events. So you get indications of which cones you're going around and things like that. We're talking about auto tests, auto solos, targas, whereas others have a further on road rallies, so 12-car road rallies, 20-car road rallies, and all kinds of other further progressions. Regardless, find a club that suits you. A good tip that I have is there's a Facebook group for 12-car rallies. It's called 12 Cars, Scatters, and Navexes, and I'll put a link in the description below. And that kind of is a very easygoing community of road rally organizers, participants, and it's easy to find really good events. So now you know which club you'd be signing up for. You actually have to go and sign up with them. So once you've found the club, you'll have to fill in some basic forms. Most likely give your MSUK club and license number, and pay a bit of money. It ranges between £10 to £20. That money goes to organizing events and helping out with the upkeep of the club. This is all very grassroots, so it's mostly supported by its members. The next important point that I really want to emphasize is you need a driver. You might find them in the club, but it might be also a friend who also has very similar interests to you, and you might want to go in it together. So regardless of what's happened, of who you've chosen, they also have to be part of a club and have the RS Clubman license. One thing that I really want to emphasize is you're here to have fun and not to be put in danger, right? So make sure that whoever you're driving with is a competent driver. They can maintain their cool under pressure and are also out there to have fun. You don't want to be risking your life with someone who's reckless. And if you're not sure about how they're performing, just go out with them one night, have a quick chat, go drive on the lanes a bit, have that bit of communication between yourselves, and see if they're pushing you a bit too hard or they're putting you in situations that you feel uncomfortable. And remember, if you ever feel uncomfortable, you're in control of the direction of the car. So if you feel uncomfortable, just say we're done for today, and let's go back to the end. Let's go to the end of the event, and the event there, because it's not worth risking your life, risking other people's life with someone who you don't have confidence in. So you have your license, you have your club membership, and you have a driver. Hopefully you have a car too. This car is generally a road going car. You don't need anything fancy on it. And actually, if it's if the person's been doing some modifications to it, they have to be very careful to still be within noise regulations and modifications in terms of like lights and all that kind of stuff. If they're a seasoned competitor, they'll know this. If they're just a friend who has a fancy car, you need to make sure that the noise levels are appropriate. I won't go into details about that. Maybe we'll do another video another time. However, any road going car will do and should be enough for your first event. So you have your first event. You found an excellent one. It's local to you. You get to know all the people around you. So the next thing you need to do is read the regulations of that event. They're pretty standard in general, but it will tell you when you need to sign up, by which date you need to have everything ready, what time you need to show up, and what the marking structure is going to be for the event. The most important thing that you really can't forget is the maps that you're going to be using on the event. So some events are on a single map, some events will be running on multiple maps, and that all depends on the organizers, where they know that they have the best lanes. So look for that information specifically. You will also have the start and end, both as the map number / map reference, and we talked about map references in the previous video. So that will be a map reference on an ordnance survey map. because this is a rally and that's kind of quite old school, you might be given like the name of the pub where you're meeting, but you might not be given coordinates. So having the exact map reference is your first job as a navigator, to figure out where you're starting from. Lastly, you need to fill in the sign up form, and that usually means giving your name, your address, your phone number, possibly an email to get contacted on, your club number, and motorsports UK license number. The driver will have to give the exact same details. You'll also have to give the registration details of your vehicle that you're going to be using that day, and emergency contact numbers for both the participants. You're nearly there. The last couple of things you need to do is make sure you have insurance to cover you for the event. So going to the start of the event, and obviously going from the end of the event home, is covered by your regular road insurance. However, for competitive events, for competitive sections, you will need a special insurance. Now, that insurance is usually organized by the club, by the event organizers. So all you have to do is buy into that insurance, unless you've organized something externally. For that, you're looking somewhere between probably 12 to 20 pounds per event. It depends generally on the mileage, but that's the rough insurance costs for such an event. The event itself will be costing something, probably 10 to 20 pounds. And obviously maps that you have to buy. So remember to buy the maps for the event as well. So you've filled in the form, you've sent it, you had confirmation that you're on the list, and now all you have to do is remember to bring the maps that you bought with you, and be there at the time where the rules say you have to be. Generally, it's about an hour and a half before the event, so that you can talk to the marshals, talk to the event organizer, and make sure that they know who you are, what car you're driving, and give you the rest of the details for the event. So hopefully you're now anticipating your first event, and next time we'll go through the basics of an event, how it's run, and what you need to care about in these events. So thank you for watching, and remember to keep it fun.